Attorney.
People believe that the paranormal and science are separate. But what they don't know, that they are both joined together as one. Join Ben and Louisa on their quest as they bring together science, occult, and the paranormal, only on Occult, History, and Science with Ben and Lou.
Hello. Ben is here. He's just run off because he's forgot one of his books. So he just shoved this towards me and said, say hello to people. So here I am saying hello. Hi, Philip. Hope you're okay. What's everyone doing anyway? What day are we on? Sunday. It's Sunday evening. You've all had a nice weekend. Ben's just panicking. It's fine.
Upset. Why don't you tell me that?
I didn't know which one you're after.
It's one out of about 1,000.
Yeah, exactly. Organisation. Brilliant. Hi, Kate. Oh, he's running back into the room now.
I am here, folk.
Finally.
Right, so that's.
I shall lean back and I shall carry on with my sharing.
So, shall I move the camera off you or should I keep it? How are we all doing, guys? Sorry. Over the years of studying, that's the leather band everyone knows. That's the Demonology book. That's my famous black book. Another 3 books over here, and there's another 5 on the table in there with all different bits. And if you forget one, it's good. So, how are we all doing?
We've got a pile of blankets.
Yeah, pile of blankets. We've got the hellhound on the floor and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, I will say this straight away. I am absolutely shattered.
The blanket now.
Because we were out with Supernatural UK. Well, I was out with Supernatural UK because Lou Messer was suffering from really, really bad migraine. I was out with him Friday. Then yesterday we was out with. What's the place?
Ben. National Paranormal Investigators UK.
That's it. National Paranormal. What Lou just said. We know long worded sentences just can brain just collapse and not work. And I have a puppy trying to get really comfortable. Say hello to your fans, pup. Yeah, no. Okay. So I'm glad we're all there and all well. Nice to see everyone. Hello to everyone. I'll go through the comments now while I'm catching up with myself. Evening, Phil. Hello, Kate. Hello, Nico Mick03. Charles, how we doing? Trace, Jeanette, how we doing? And Vonnie, I hope you're feeling better. Oh God, it's flying off the handle again. Selfish, I'm so happy I didn't miss this. By the way, could we get a sneaky peek at that grimoire later? Everyone's been after a sneaky peek at this for years. However,
Dog's nuzzling my foot and it really tickles.
I may use this later to show you one bit that I have in here. However, everything else is a little bit more new for cameras because I'll get shot. To put it that way. So we're doing Phil, and that's it. So we're all caught up, I think. And what did I say? The instant come on live, everyone will start messaging me. Graham, when you watch this back, you message me right in the middle of a bloody broadcast. And if you don't get the message, you miss as well, because I know you say she watches the show. So let me get that all sorted. So, guys, we are carrying on with the demonology side of stuff. Yes, I've just lit up because I've turned my laptop on, so I've got all my relative information. Lou's now on.
Spotlight is beside me. We're the other way around, aren't we, this time? I know.
Confusing.
You're usually by a spotlight.
I look like I'm on. Was it Mastermind? We used to have the other spotlight on this chair. Good news over.
So, yeah. I watch that kind of stuff. What did you tell?
So, guys, we are looking at the kings. So, this is the highest ranking of the 72 son. It's going to be one of them nights, guys. So, let's start fresh while Ben is trying to rush everything. So, guys, we are looking at the 72 Solomon demonics. We are looking at this present moment in time, we are looking at the high ranking system. This entails the kings and so far and down the ranking system, which we're going to look at as we go over the next couple of weeks. This present moment in time, however, we are looking at the hierarchy king rank system. This consists of Baal. This is where I'm going to embarrass myself now trying to pronounce names when I'm half dead. Baal, Palamon, Meleth. No, we're not being correct on that one. Person, as in P-U-R-S-O-N. The person, or person, you pronounce it properly, or Curson, different variations on the same word. Asmodeus, or as is also pronounced Asmonday, which is really weird. Balaam.
Oh, you missed Vine.
Oh yeah, sorry. Vine as well. And we have Belair. Yeah. Belair.
Belial.
Belial. Yeah.
Also known as Belvar.
Belair.
Belial.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're missing off the L's. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, we know I can't speak for because my accent's terrible. Oh, so we've got a quick question from Phil. Phil. Oh, Jesus. Even with my glasses, I've got to look forward.
Why is there accents?
I don't know. Ben, on the last show, I asked if I could send me the. Oh, if you could send me the. I think you must have forgotten. Could you please? Yeah, I'll send you the information, buddy. I've been a bit scrambled since last show. There's been a lot cracking off, obviously, with our wedding as well. We had to go and have an interview to make sure we know each other. And yeah, I'm just
basically Ben slept and I forgot.
Yeah.
Okay. Ben, make a note.
Yes, I will do. Make a note.
Pen, paper.
Don't worry, I'll do it. Phil, I'll send it as soon as the show is over, so I actually remember this time. Yeah. Yeah, well, I have an interview now to get married, which I kind of screwed up because I forgot Lou's name. So yeah, anyway. Moving swiftly on. So yeah, we are going to be looking at them now. So I have in front of me, because I'm cheating, the wiki page open, and which has the general information on there of pretty much straight out the scripture, makes it a bit easier. And then we have my book. There's a fair bit more information to describe where they're from in history. I just need to remember that I've actually wrote it Theban, so I may embarrass myself trying to speak Theban.
Oh no.
So we spoke about why is everyone messaging me whilst I'm on a live, guys? So we will just backtrack a little bit. We'll cover, obviously, we did Baal last time. Baal being the number one and first of the Solomon demonics. Obviously, we spoke about his name has changed over the years. It's actually a Sumerian entity from way back. His name has changed many times. Also, you can track him through being Hadad. But the general description of him is, well, has never changed. However, when it came to the manuscript of the 72, he is pictured as having spider legs, human face, face of a toad, and face of a cat, which, let's face it, is a little bit weird. But I suppose if you've done shrooms or acid, it's well normal. So, right. And I also noticed all the numbers have flicked off a little bit. You guys are still there, but people that have jumped on thinking this is wanting to just learn demonology stuff have and not know what they're actually learning. I've all fallen off now. So I know where you guys are still here, you guys are actually wanting to learn. That's why I always ramble at the beginning of shows. Right, so Paimon. Or do you want to pronounce it properly?
No, you did it that time.
I know it is.
Oh,
Just making sure. So Paimon is one of the kings of hell. More, my brain's gone. Sorry, guys. Dyslexia kicking in again.
obedient.
That's the one. Don't know why I didn't see that properly. Oh, selfish has just got the net. Question is the. The writing, guys, literally is about this big.
Right, if you read it from that side,
Yeah.
it's a bit bigger on that than it is up there.
Is the toad king face spider legs? That's probably or literally. Now these were the drawings that were done were supposed to be literally as they saw these spirits as they summoned them and then exorcised them. So it is literally the description they gave of him. I don't know if we can.
We'll put the picture up after.
I'll put the picture up, guys, of the demonic on the page for the kings, so you guys can actually see the drawings. It's a bit weird. I hope that toad's head is no. The toad's head was actually how they saw them. And like I said, I'll fire up the images after and put them on the page for you. Annette, good evening. So he was more obedient to Lucifer than the kings are, and has 200 legions of demons under his rule. He had a great voice and roared as soon as he comes. This makes no sense. Speaking in the manner for a while until the conjurer compels him, and then he answers clearly the questions he is asked. When a conjurer invokes this demon, he must look towards the northwest, the direction of Paimon's home. Yeah, Paimon's house, even. And when Paimon appears, he must be allowed to ask the conjurer what he wishes and be answered in order to obtain the same from it. So basically, they describe as you would do anything. If you summon him, you have to tell him why you've summoned him. But let's face that, when you ring someone, they usually ask you why you're ringing them.
I have a question.
Different.
Why does it say more obedient to Lucifer?
No idea. You have to remember back then, Lucifer, as the Bible portrayed him, as being an evil ruler of hell. When he's not actually the ruler of hell, he was actually classified as being the first prisoner of hell. And then when you actually really look into the depths of Christianity, hell doesn't actually exist. It was the whole image of hell was created when they first painted Dante's Inferno. So maybe that kind of answers it for you. But
It wasn't just for me. It was like if everyone was listening.
I know.
It's like, why did it say it's obedient to Lucifer? When,
Yeah,
Lucifer was not in charge.
For those of you who watched last week, you know we destroyed the myth on Lucifer quite easily. We were just easy understanding the thing. Phil, I summon the wife to do a coffee. I just get a slap. Yeah, yeah. I think we all try that. It didn't quite work. So, Bellamon.
Sorry, I'm just putting it on so I can see.
Teaches all arts, philosophy, and science, and secret things. He can reveal all mysteries of the earth, water, wind, what the mind is, where it is, and everything that the conjurer wants to know. He gives us good. Is that familiars? Yes, isn't it? He gives good familiars, dignities, and confirms them and binds men to the conjurer's will. So in this description, this is 1 out of 3. Again, this whole image of demons being these evil things. You will only ever find that when you read through the 72 high-ranking demonics, especially with the kings, they all teach something. They're all willing to teach. if you're willing to learn. They don't ask for anything in return. Never describe that they'll ask for anything in return. Some of the lower ones, some of the lower rankings will ask for something, but clear as day, as printed. And guys, when it comes to the Wikipedia, this can sound really silly, but I know the people who wrote this, so this is still banged to a T to the actual book itself, all the scrolls that they found, Solomon on. You cannot get it wrong because they wrote it out in plain English. So again, you're showing that this is how they teach. Number two. Now, this is where people are going to think that I'm just contradicting myself here by saying number two. If Palamon is cited alone, buffering or sacrifice must be done. He will accept it. Then two kings called Belboth or Laboth and Abalalam. Abalalam? That's the Arabic. Abalam will go to him together with other spirits, often 25 legions. But these other spirits do not always come unless the conjurer calls upon them. So, this is where you get the odd little shift. Right? Again, this is where people are thinking that it's right that you have to make a sacrifice. You don't unless you want more help from him. The first one is if you summon him alone, you summon him in a teaching aspect. So he's there to teach, learn, cover all the subjects, do that stuff. Second one is if you want access pretty much to, let's put it in, no, he's shaking, baby. If you put it into layman's terms, basically, when it comes to the second phrase I've just said, is if you want to, in a sense, borrow his army. This is where it goes on to a bit more the darker side of summoning, where you're wanting to use their power to gain other things. Again, take that word pinch of salt. Here's one two things. Now, there is a third one. So, Palamon is depicted as a man with an, I can't see that through my glasses. Effeminate face, wearing a precious crown and riding basically a camel.
It's called a dromedary.
Dromedary, yeah.
It's a camel.
But yeah, it's basically a camel, just to save hassle there. Before him, often goes a host. What? I don't.
Oh,
Completely misreading that there, guys. Got to pause, because we know what I'm like when I'm rambling. I forget to pause. Before him, often goes a host of demons with the shape of men, playing trumpets and
cymbals.
Yeah, cymbals and other sorts of musical instruments. So basically, goes with his own entourage.
Not famous female, man. Does Payman not identify as female?
Yeah, that's where the feminist side comes in. For some bizarre reason in history, all the 72 demonics, yeah, it is basically a one-hump camel. You're not technically a camel unless you've got two humps, but it's the same breed and yeah.
Arms flying everywhere.
Yeah, it's a camel. A camel's a camel, a horse is a horse. A dog's a dog. Yeah. I lost where I was going.
Feminine.
Yeah. The problem with the 72 demonics is they were wrote, a lot of this was wrote at a time where cultures were being more dominated by the male presence. So Christianity is in full swing now. With a lot of this, same as Judaism. Women are looked down upon. They're second rate. What people don't realize is with the demonic stuff, they're a mix of male and female.
So when they're saying there, depicted as a man with an effeminate face,
Is going to be.
it's actually a woman.
Yeah. The definition of man and female is human based. Yes, I know before anyone says yes, I know it's animal based. Oh, that's fine. But when it comes to spiritual beings on this level, so higher up beyond human spirits, male and female tend to shift more. Gabriel, for example, when it comes to angelics, Gabriel is cited as being a male. However, in Occultology, he is actually a she, and she is actually a female. Work that one. But yes, so that is the Wikipedia wrote. Where's my book? So, from what I have in here, the scary thing is that when it comes down to him or her, seeing as we want to be, it's right, Hugh, you're not really late, buddy. Oh, yeah, I understand sport. Don't worry about it. Just always watch backwards. When it comes to Paimon, even. Wonder why I keep saying Paimon. There's no L. Then I've just realised I've done the seal upside down. No, I haven't actually. It's they do the upside down. I'll do it the right way around. Yeah, because ignore what I'm rambling about.
Come on.
He's actually she is actually a jinn as well. So not actually classified as an actual demonic.
It's the camel.
It's the camel. She's actually a jinn. That's part of the jinn ranking system, which I will cover at some point. But that does get completely and utterly confusing to hell, depending on the regions within the Middle East. I think we got a newbie. I don't think I've seen you before. Hello to new person. Make yourself at home. Obviously, no Vonnie. Vonnie's here. Vonnie hopefully will be on next week's show. Hi, Claire. Claire was who we were out with last night, guys. They have a brilliant team. If you ever want to go on the investigation with them, find them. What was his name?
National Paranormal Investigators UK.
That's the one. Sorry, Claire. It's a long name. My brain shuts down after like 32 letters. But yes. So, moving on from that, we'll go on to the next one.
Remove comment.
Yeah, I should remove comment, but you guys are all saying hello because you're lovely people, and I love you guys. You really are also like welcoming to everyone. When someone first turns up, the whole screen just lights up with hi, 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 hi. It's such a beautiful community. Anyway, before I start going sloppy, let's carry on. Next one.
Did you read out what you were going to read out from your book?
Yeah, about being the jinn ranking system. Some of these guys are created simply based, but when you get into the cultology side of some of the others, they expand outwards. Like Ball, for example, does expand out massively. Hi, Phil. It's all right. I have to look on the phone because I just get your name. That's all I get, Phil. Yeah. Oh God, everyone's jumping up. New person, hello, welcome to the madness. God, you just feel the love in the room. Oh God, yeah. We danced on scene in a minute to Ricky Martin, not Ricky Martin.
Oh my God, Ben.
I'm gonna stop.
Just talk about the demons.
But yeah, so some of them do expand out to different branches. One of the main ones obviously being Ball, and one of the other ones we'll get to later, which is Asmodeus, who extends out to bloody everything. So, next one on the King's ranking system is Beleth. So, here's another one that might confuse you a little bit. Beleth is a mighty and terrible king of hell who has 85 legions of demons under his command. He rides a war horse, and all kind of music is heard before him. According to most authors of demonology and the most well-known grimoires, according to, I'm not even trying to pronounce it because I'll just completely screw up. That one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
The Pseudomonarchia Demonium.
Yeah. My Latin's terrible, guys, even though I bloody learn it. Yep. Ham, son of Noah. So this is going into obviously the biblical text. and this is in the Torah and the Old Testament. I'm not sure if it's in the King James Testament. It might have been taken out because they took a lot of things out that involved demonic teaching. Was the first to invoke him after the flood, and wrote a book on mathematics with his help. Clear as day there, in the Torah and the Old Bible, the Old Testament, states there that they summoned a demonic, and this is the son of Noah, summoned a demonic for help. Not in a bad way, but in a teaching way. And they wrote out the book of mathematics. So right there, you've got the old whispers of Christianity accepting that these spirits existed, but not in the way that the church wanted them to exist. And then they ended up demonizing them over the centuries to come. So again, 3 markers on this one as well. When appearing, he looks very ferocious to frighten the conjurers, or to see if he is corrigible. So basically, just to see if he's not going to brick himself when he first appears. The conjurer must be brave and hold a hazel wand in his hand, and must draw a triangle by striking towards south, east, and south, space, east, space, and upwards. Hi, Matt. Just for you that are aware, I know this is completely off subject, but as you can see, Lou has moved.
I got
This is now my new co-host.
notifications.
This dog is now the co-host. So, hey up, Matt. Nice to see you again. Not seen you in ages. So yeah, so striking a wand from south, east, and upwards, and command Beleth into it by means of some conjuration. So they're basically just creating a triangle and going Shazam. It's the layman's terms of use. That's right. Mark 2. If he does not obey, the conjurer must rehearse all threats the conjurer says. Then Beleth will obey and do all that he is commanded. But the conjurer must be respectful and pay homage unto Beleth due to his rank, and hold a silver ring in the middle finger of his left hand against his face, and as it is the use of hellish kings and princes before Amon. Who is a prince of hell, according to most of the grimoires, and the only one who has power over Asmodee, which is a load of crap on that one. Third marker is Beleth gives all love of men and women. He is Beleth gives all the love of men and women. He is commanded until the conjurer is satisfied. So basically, he just comes with pure love. Matt, do you remember the rune you put on my first sword? Not fixed. I have somewhat of a remembrance, I think, of that rune. Phil, gotta go. I'll catch you up tomorrow. Phil, always a pleasure, mate. Any questions, just message me. Nala is being very good tonight. She is. She's very tired now, though. She's very quiet nowadays. So,
Because we took her for a walk right before the show.
Yeah, she went on a very long, bountiful walk. So, Beleth, quite easily there. You might say, guys, this information here you can find quite easily on just Amazon it. Amazon it? I mean, you can Amazon it and get a book, or you can just check on Wikipedia. The people that wrote this wrote it word for word from what the scriptures were saying, so it's easily done. I know Wikipedia's not the best, but
Rope star.
little legs. Yeah, she does. You're not so small. Oh, I suppose you are, Claire, aren't you? No disrespect. We love you, really.
She got taller yesterday.
Yeah, you got taller. So you'll be wanting to see what's wrote in my book, though, which, for some bizarre reason, has gone blank all of a sudden. Ba, ba, ba. Can't see because of my blue glasses. Yeah, so in my book from my study, oh, there's a big long question there, isn't there? Selfish. I'll answer that in a second. Let me just read this before my brain forgets. So yeah, even in here, I've got Ham, Noah's son, summoned him for help, although this was removed later on from the Bible. Also mentioned in records invoking the construction of the pyramids with his mathematical skills. So he's mentioned also when it comes to the Egyptians. Obviously, when the pyramids were built, was roughly about 4,000 years from today's date. He was then said to be invoked there with another few entities, and that was with the creation of what's known as the black box that sits between the Sphinx in a small room in between its legs. However, they did do ground penetrating radar. They found the room, but the Egyptian government is so paranoid beyond belief when it comes to anything that involves the pharaohs, because Egypt is still Egypt when it comes down to it. They won't let any excavation or anything like that at all. They also tell you that the Sphinx is not hollow and there is no way into the Sphinx. Yet, if you go on Google Earth, you can see the manhole cover on the top. Yeah. So let's answer this question from Selfish. Have you ever summoned one of these entities for practice or curiosity? This is a side of history I never knew. I won't pronounce that word because I'll get turned off. Son of Noah being like, demon, can you help me with this crazy maths? I have tried, well, I have gone through every single ritual I ever talk about. I've tried everything. However, I will state this for people. I've done it because I know what I'm doing. And if you're going to do it, make sure, one, you're bloody safe doing it. Two, make sure you're fully aware of everything that you're about to come into. Three, have a backup plan for bloody anything. Four, if you really, 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 really want to do it, get in touch with me and I'll help you through it step by step. However, I will say the same thing to you and I'll ask you, why are you doing it? Because that is the main question you should always ask. If you're going to do something like this, firstly, why do you want to do it? And you need to be completely honest with yourself, because they will pick up on any lie. And it's the same as if you're wanting to buy a gun, for example. You have to ask yourself, why do you really need that gun? And are you capable of using it if it comes to it? But yeah, so a lot of people have summoned demonics over the course of history for help. There's never been any demonics that have been summoned for, I want you to go and do this. They've usually been summoned for help. I'm not kidding you, literally every single person is texting my phone at the minute. So if you guys get a little bling through, I apologize. Matt, who's taller? Okay, Matt is like massively taller than me. For you guys that have ever wondered about how tall Matt is, I've got a photo of me and Matt stuck together. I'll put it on the page. Claire, oh my God, did you think that? Yeah. Thank you so much. Well, demons helped make the pyramids and this whole thing. They didn't help make the pyramids, but the mathematical side and the calculation of it is said that they had help. I always upset people because I still stand by the fact that the pyramids were made by people, because there's historical evidence of people making them. It's just the technology they used was lost. I would never do that. Is that why we always hear the artists selling their souls? Yeah, but to be fair, when you actually study cultology, you suddenly realise that demonics, all that sort of stuff, they never ask for your soul whatsoever. There's never ever been mention of them wanting to buy your soul or you have to sell them your soul. The only same time that them claiming a soul is mentioned is within the Bible. Christians claim, and and Jews and Muslims, all claim in their belief system that they want your soul. And let's face it, what are they actually going to do with the human soul? Because you can't really do bugger all with it because we're made up of energy and stardust. So, kind of explains that. And so, what did the demon want us to look at the Orion spell? It was just pretty much it's just how things were. We're a race with amnesia, to put it bluntly, as I was always told. We've forgotten how good we were at doing stuff. We had this period called the Dark Ages where religion ruled and it kind of just stumped out humanity's growth massively. While we were having a Dark Ages in Europe, Middle East was steaming ahead with science and medicine and mathematics. And then as the Islamic Caliphate started there and the Crusades started here, we then got into this loggerhead. And then sort of after that period where Islam had set up in the Middle East, the rule of Islam sort of slowed down the progress. And in this country, in this part of the world, Christianity sort of started dying and the scientific side started coming through during that. So looking like 1800s, like 1700s, where all occultology and modern stuff was being invented. So yeah, like that, like the invention of electricity, stuff like that, we start to increase. So we are, like I say, we're a race that's catching up with our past. And this is seen day after day with new things being found. They never asked you, so it is fine, honestly. We got really first time I've heard that demons are on, because demons are not good. Demons are everything within the spiritual realm is massively misunderstood. When it comes, everyone will claim a demons attack them or something like this, and there is actually no evidence to suggest that demons have actually attacked. It's usually, and I'm pretty sure everyone that is involved in the paranormal field that comes on here, it will vouch for me in saying this as well. It's usually human spirits that are the most aggressive. I literally have the dog resting on my arm, guys, at the minute. It's usually more human spirits that are massively aggressive. Or a dog, for example, who's just been a pain in the backside. So yeah, we are more of an aggressive race than anything else in this entire world. We're self-destructive. But I'm not going to go into like politics and start giving you all rants on how to be better people and all that lot. Because let's face it, you guys are all better people. In a community where we can all sit down and talk freely is a healthy community. So I'll move on from that one. I could watch you talk all this forever, bro. I can see why you study this. Yeah, it's taken me a long time. So the demon don't scratch Bagans on everything. Don't even get me started on Mr. Baggins. With there's a demon behind every bloody door because he hasn't got a Scooby Doo. Let's face it. So yeah. On to the next one. I know it's a bit weird one.
Yeah, what?
Your dog is your dog.
Gorgeous.
Sorry, because the writing's really small.
Your dog is gorgeous. Give him a kiss from me.
Oh, she's a she.
Yeah,
She's a little 11th-month-old miniature Jack Russell, and she's realised no one's giving her a fuss. So
gone to bed.
she's gone to bed, bless her. She's our little mascot. She usually sits I think I've done a show with her last week where she was sat on my shoulder,
Yeah.
and she just likes to sit there and be close. I just watched Zach Bagans to just laugh at them.
What comes up?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not
Yeah,
everybody's
everyone's on
doing.
YouTube and all that lot. Yeah, they started off brilliantly, bless them, and now they've just gone like every other show on TV where they all get a bit crazy and start claiming demons behind every door. I mean, yeah, it's all right. Honestly, don't worry about it. It's a bit hard to sell on camera. But yeah, so I'm just finding my place. So next one is person. So spelled Purson, or person, Pursan, or certain.
Person.
No, certain.
Mm,
There's no K.
no. What? You can't. Let's see. Okay. Person.
Yeah, but you pronounce them all with that K. There's no kick and K.
I?
No.
Why?
Because that letter doesn't exist.
No, you can't do it. Wait. Anyway.
We just let it go because accents are terrible, and I'm pronouncing one way, Lou's pronouncing another way, and I'm pretty sure she might be better with pronouncing than me. Because let's face it,
Put yourself there.
I've got different languages in here, and there's different ways of pronouncing the same bloody
It's
word.
funny, wasn't it, when you was reading an email out that you'd just received,
Yeah.
and because you've been reading some Latin, and you got stuck on a word because your brain was trying to pronounce it in Latin and it wasn't making any sense to you.
Hang on. When I went to the Vatican, we were told that the reason many people look to Orion is for the information from the past of history. I will do a show on Orion at some point, and I will throw everything I know and everything I've been taught about Orion into it. If you guys are interested, I will do the show, and you'll be pleasantly surprised, yet probably quite shocked at how things go. So don't forget, the sky's changed since 5,000 years ago. So it'll be an interesting show. Funny's response, very interesting. Thank you very much. I can't believe how small the writing is down here. Sorry, guys. So yeah, person is a great king of hell, being served and obeyed by 22 legions of demons. Is not to be confused with Curson.
Corson.
Corson.
You've got Curson and Corson.
Oh, yeah. My brain's just not working tonight, guys. Sorry about that. He knows of hidden things, can find treasure, can tell you about the past, the present, and future. Taking a human or aerial body, he answers truly of all secrets, divine things on earth, and the creation of the world. He also brings good familiars. Person is depicted as a man with the face of a lion carrying ferocious viper in his hand and riding a bear before him. They can be heard many trumpets sounding.
Anyone else noticing all the musical instruments and stuff that's coming along like before these guys?
Yeah.
Like got their own they got their own fanfare going as they enter. No, I don't think that's quite right. I think you're going to get, stomped in your dreams tonight.
Probably. But yeah, again, as we've seen, mentioned here, he knows of hidden things, can find treasure, can tell past, present, future. Where was it? He also brings good familiars. So again, the ideology on demons being bad, starting to shift slightly. This is why the Solomon Testament and the Solomon any mention of these was removed from the Bible due to the fact that they completely and utterly smack straight into the idea of good and evil. And good and evil, as we always say on this show, is a human concept. what we consider good, someone might consider evil. For example, when you see these people going, "Oh, killing a rabbit is bad," well, then when a fox does it, it's good. Well, no, that's just life. It's humans saying that it's a bad or a good thing. Yeah, I do have a very long comment. Selfish. Fire this up. Yes, please. I love the right. For some bizarre reason, them guys, my brain shut down, and I thought selfish. I thought you said you love the onion belt. Orion belt video. I heard we came from it. No idea what to believe. I wonder if the pyramids point at Sirius because the Dogon tribe talk of Sirius and we being brought down. The savers. Where when you get to different tribes bring different beliefs. I will go into that because you can go on to the what's known as the ancient alien conspiracy, and this just spreads worldwide of tribal beliefs. Where you go from like the ant people into all the different things. So I'll do a show on that as well for you guys. Ronnie is
Of course, that would not be called unless really important.
no, I know who you're thinking about, Ronnie, and I have left them out of this on purpose, not mention their name. The one of the 72 demonics I'm going to skim past due to the fact that is the only one that was summoned and there was never any way found of exercising him. I won't mention the name on live due to I don't want any backlash. And plus, I'd have to sit there and go, "This is for entertainment purposes only," and I can't be bothered to do that. So we're just going to leave that one out, purely so it don't get me into trouble with both the entity and everything else. So yeah, we'll leave that one out. Selfish, we have. Let's see that.
We have amnesia. I wonder if we were made to forget, or if the people in power don't want us to remember or are trying to help.
Yeah, that's where you get into all sorts of mannerisms of conspiracy theories and facts and everything else. I'll get on some really good shows for you guys. Obviously, whilst Damon's not here, bless him. Quick update on Damon. We did talk to him yesterday. He's doing a lot of training, and the guy is absolutely knackered. So big shout out to Damon. We're missing you. Hopefully, come back soon.
You have to do something on him.
Yeah, we'll have to summon him with like beer and a vape and a black pen and paper. What do you think you're using to summon him?
You want to use some Armani? Not do that.
Yeah, summon him with Armani. Right, guys.
I know.
Yeah. So I'm going to skip past one because we've only got like 10 minutes left of the show. So in fact, guys, 10 minutes left of the show. Do you want me to carry on and read another one, or do you want to leave it till next week and you can fire some questions at us? If you want to fire any questions, fire them up in the comments now. The next one being is Asmon, and
Well, he's got a whole other book.
Asmodeus is literally, I can do an entire show. Well, I could do an entire year's worth of stuff on Asmodeus because he is what's known as a peacekeeper / pivot point within the whole of Occultology. It's going to be long-winded, not in a bad way, but with us, it's going to be long-winded because he branches out into Egyptology, myths. He's branched out into the Chinese myths.
He's made himself present in lots of different times and places.
Yeah. He is what I would probably call, between him and Ball, they are probably well known demonics worldwide. Every culture mentions them too in some way, shape, or form, along with another angelic, Raphael, who is also a pinnacle point / peacekeeper within all the religions going. So these three, well, there's four as well. There's Michael. But these four sort of entities have been in every religion going in some way, shape, or form. So we'll cover them when it gets to it. The reason I didn't cover a lot of ball last week is because, again, when it gets to that as, it just explodes, and we'll be doing like a whole show on them guys. So what we got? I really want more. When's the next show? Next show will hopefully be Sunday. Next Sunday, however, oh no, it won't be. Sorry, guys, because we're at an event and I've got private readings.
I was going to say you're going to be back from your mum's.
Yeah, I won't be back from my mum's. I've got private readings to do.
Why don't you do it a bit later?
No, because by the time I come back from my mum's, hers goes on from, and then I've got to sit and explain it to my mum, which could probably lead to a Monday morning. Love you, mum, but she doesn't. The paranormal stuff goes over her head. So it'll be a week. It'll be in 2 weeks' time, I'm afraid, guys. So you might have to wait a little bit longer for next week's show. I know. If I wanted to research this, where is the most reliable information? Depends what you want to research, buddy. Which parts? Have to let us know on that one. I have to go. I really enjoyed that little lesson. Thank you, Ben and Lou, for your time. God bless you all. Safe travels. Anytime you want to come back, honestly, feel free. Be more than welcome to have you along. Be more than welcome to answer any of your questions. And God bless you too, as well, because we do not, on this show, I do not destroy anyone's beliefs whatsoever. We show full respect to people's beliefs, and I will say this anyway for everyone who's watching. Anyone that comments up with anything on their belief or faith, you do not take any disrespect to them. Everyone's entitled to their own beliefs. This is what makes the world a better place. Because let's face it, there's too much hatred in the world as it is, and I'm starting to sound like a hippie. So but yeah, I'm not going to start shouting love and light, guys, because I don't believe in that crap. Let's be honest, the only religion I ever take the absolute pee out of is Wiccans, because no offense to them, but modern day Wiccans just haven't got a clue. It's embarrassing to watch them when they run up and start hugging Stonehenge and the trees. Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Step away from me for one
Yeah,
moment.
I know. Paranormal Discovery Wells. Oh, hi, guys. Believe you guys are new. If you guys want to get in touch with the show, you can get in touch with the show. We have the main show on Friday. Would love to get you guys on. We're trying to get more groups on talking. So would love to get you on and get you introduced to the fans and that lot. And start sort of the network going. So yeah, please feel free to get in touch with us, guys. Okay, we've got thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, Ben. We really appreciate it. I haven't got knowledge, I just ramble. Oh, thanks, guys. Stay safe. Thank you. No, thank you. Honestly, it's nice to see new people come along, especially when if they come from different religious backgrounds. It's nice to get your opinion on things. Don't ever feel that you have to sit there and be quiet. Throw your opinion in. And if on the rare occasion someone does start getting arsy towards you, I will chew them out, spit them back out on the floor, and then keep smacking them until they're finished. Because I don't like bullies. Unless I'm bullied.
And Scientologists.
Scientologists don't even need to get mentioned at how
I'll just take over the comments.
stupid their belief system is.
Nights are great. Nice night, family. Great love. Thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Respect brings respect.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah, it is very thing.
Oh, I think I'm found your channel. Thanks so much for just videos. Honestly, this channel is goldline. Greetings from Argentina, and thanks for the great
Oh,
content.
bless you. I didn't realise you were in
Thank you.
Argentina. That is a fair distance.
It's not like they're having to travel over. They can just click online.
I know, but still, that's like it's around the world, and the time difference is massive.
Okay, where are we now?
Ronnie.
Nothing wrong with hugging the odd tree.
I know, you know me, Ronnie. It's not in a nasty way that say piss out. Wiccans are just do.
Non-stop Wales. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a
Oh,
puppy.
back.
Puppy attack. Good night, everyone. Chance to stay safe. As I've said, I love learning stuff. It connects dots.
Yep. Gosh, you guys are rolling comments.
Good information as always. I learn more by being quiet.
Yeah, you.
I don't know. I was on hand for. Oh my god. Oh gosh. On hand for some troll hunting. It's 16:25 right now.
Not too bad. Thought it'd be more than that, but it's not too bad.
Bad.
Yeah, guys,
What's the
you're always. This is a free space for everyone to say what they want, within reason. Obviously, guys, show respect to everyone else. But Jesus Christ, you look away.
in the USA, Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Oh, bloody hell, selfish.
Ron's not a Wiccan.
Oh no, it's not selfish. Just
What's he?
pinkish.
No.
I haven't seen pinkish for a while. I need to make sure she's okay.
So Ron's not a Wiccan.
Well, Vonnie,
Uh,
modern day.
there we go.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Call me pinkish. Oh no, COVID.
Oh, bless you, pinkish. I was just on about you. Any good paranormal shows or YouTube channels to watch? Depends what you're after. A good place if you want to watch some paranormal stuff. Good place is go check out our other sponsor groups. We've got Supernatural UK. We have Haunted Museum, Stoke-on-Trent, Ghost Hunters.
Watch Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah, Stoke-on-Hunters, Ghost-on-Trent.
Stoke-on-Hunters, Ghost-on-Trent.
Chris will be here somewhere in the comments.
If you like a bit more of like your mainstream actual TV stuff, you got At My House is Haunted.
Which we're on.
Yes. New series coming soon.
Yep. So yeah, guys, honestly, it's a pleasure having you all here tonight again. Thank you very much for listening to me ramble on.
I'll give it a
tripod because I'm about to get cramp in my leg and I'll screw. See, I know Chris, I know you're always there hiding in the comments. Stoke Hunters of Ghost-on-Trent.
Anyway, yeah, we're wrapping up, aren't we? Bye. Oh. I want to go to something paranormal for my birthday, October 27th, in Texas. Any ideas?
Texas. Not so much. Do we have anyone in Texas?
Is Christina in Texas?
Oh, Christina, yeah. Christina's not on today, which is that's right.
She's on holiday.
Oh yes, she's on holiday.
She's in
Normally,
Colorado, I think, right
yeah.
now.
Normally we have a lady on called Christina. She is very, very good. She usually sits in the comments. She is from Texas. She might be able to
She
tell
did
you.
hang around with quite a few paranormal teams,
Yeah.
but she was their medium.
Medium. She's a really good medium.
Yes.
Yeah. If we get Christina on, and then she might be able to give you some places to go and some groups to meet up. When we're back off a holiday, bless her.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, that's it
Okay.
this week. Obviously, we will carry on more in 2 weeks, I'm afraid, guys, because we are at a show.
And then going to your mum's.
And then I'm going to explain everything to our mums, which is really, really hard work. But, just for you guys that just started joining the show, my mum, I love her to bits. Sometimes she drops on, sometimes she doesn't. But she's only just found out after what I started when I was 14 studying this. I'm 32 now, with again like holding PhD degrees and master's degrees and all of the stuff. I've only just found out that I deal with this stuff, and coming from a ridiculously superstitious family, it's kind of my mum's brain's kind of collapsed a bit, and I'm having to explain things to her. She's a bit weary with stuff, but that's it, guys. Anything from you, my lovely?
We're all good.
We're all good.
Everyone say goodbye on there. Let's say goodbye now.
So, good night from me, guys.
Good night.
Play safe and we will see you throughout the week sometime. You never know what I'm going to do because I get bored. So see you later, guys. Bye for now.